Hello everyone, or should I say, let me pull in for this one because this is going to be a tough one. Labdien visiem, labrit, labdien, labvakar, sveki. Seru gaim shoden e briniškiega diena. Man vārds Lex and sveicināti atpakaļ GTA 5, whatever 5 is in Latvian. You guys should really translate the 5 as well in future, so I know what that is. But there we are, that is the Latvian, or rather hastily butchered Latvian intro for you guys, for all the Latvian followers out there. For those of you who don't know, I actually have Latvian heritage, but I've never sadly been to Latvia or learnt Latvian. So today, as you can see, as I've changed the camera mode already, because I really wanted to disappoint you early on in this video, we have this, the Toyota Supra, the law-friendly Toyota Supra of the GTA universe. Anyone who has played GTA San Andreas would remember the Jester. And they've brought it back for GTA 5, disappointingly. This is the Jester Classic for GTA Online, and it is a massive disappointment. I've got to be honest. So in this video, I just want to have a look around this car, see where I think Rockstar have failed, and then we'll tune it up, because it does have a few tuning parts, which is definitely one of my niggles about this thing. And I don't know, maybe we'll try and see if we can make this thing look half not ugly, because this thing actually looks quite dreadful at the moment. So before we do any of that, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below as always, and also Instagram _Figureight as well. Links for that in the description below as well. So one thing, if I could say positive about this car, is it at least has a sort of cool sound. I mean, it does sound sort of Supra-y in a way, and it has all the turbo gubbings and everything, but that's where the bits that I like sort of finish up and dry out, because otherwise this car is a huge disappointment. So let's just have a look around. So first of all, I mean, the Supra is a very rounded looking car. The Mark IV Supra is very soft looking, and of course this does have some very soft features. It's very close in shape to the Supra. But there's just something about it, especially this rear end. There's something about this that just does not gel with me, especially that these lights are not even 3D. They are just straight up flat textures. I mean, this thing feels really hastily put together, I think, to excite people to spend money in-game to buy a Toyota Supra S car. Because, I mean, actually, where I think Rockstar really succeeded was with their Skyline version, where they did like the R32, R33 Skyline thing that was based on, well, sort of, not like that, but actually that was quite good timing, because that sort of looks like an R32 GTST. But generally, that car was very well received on GTA Online, whereas this, I feel like they wanted to do the same thing. They perhaps wanted to get people to buy the car, but it really just looks hastily put together. Again, with those lights, these front lights look horrible as well. I mean, on the interior, no special interior. This is just your generic 90s looking Japanese car. Nothing like the interior you would get in a Supra at all. And actually seems to be quite a fair amount of space in the back of one of these, which you would definitely not have in a Supra either. Look at that legroom. Man, I definitely don't think Supras have legroom like that. So let's open up the trunk, the hood, and everything else and see what's underneath. So we've got a very low textured boot, we've got our doors, very basic, and then we have a Skyline engine in a Supra. I think like Rockstar just have like their one performance engine and they just stick it in absolutely anything these days. Again, they didn't make any effort to try and make an engine that looked more like a 2JZ, so yeah, we're just stuck with what looks like an RB26 in a Supra. So as for the tuning parts, let's go to menus, customs, let's go to spoil it. By the way, this is where the next issue that I have with this is. Let's go into the Benny's Lowrider mods, which with the Skyline mod, there would have been loads of stuff. In here, nothing. This is actually one of these cars that is incredibly famous for being a tuner car. Like one of these cars that just has this endless style and tuning possibilities. But here, we've got a few parts. That's it. Also, I've just noticed that I'm missing some glass on that one. I need to go and repair. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait, hang on. Hold on a minute. Is there no glass on the... Hang on. Repair vehicle. I'm pressing repair vehicle right now. But this one has glass, because you can see, look, there's the shine, there's the reflection. But the... What? Seriously? Seriously? Are Rockstar serious with this thing? This is a travesty. And also, I just went back through to look through stuff again, because I'm starting to now look through everything that's gone wrong. Rockstar? Really? Really? This is not a finished car. This thing is ridiculous. That is a genuine thing that a world-renowned game developer has made and put into their game for people to go ahead and buy with their in-game currency, which is very hard to get, or by spending real hard-earned cash on a shark card, for them to buy this thing that has a brake light that doesn't move when the boot opens, and it's missing a whole glass thing over the light panel. What? This is stupid. Whoever made this car at Rockstar needs a talking to, because this is just not on, in my opinion. But let's just get on and see what tuning parts we have for this. So on the spoiler, we have at least 10 options, all basically recycled perhaps. We've got a couple of new ones for this one. We've got the boot lip spoiler, we've got the tuner spoiler, we have the mid level, we have the carbon wing type 1, type 2, we have the carbon wide wing, we have the carbon wing type 3, we have the big GT wing type 1, and type 2. These are all things that were on cars originally, so again, Rockstar didn't need to put in any effort, they just bunged these on. I actually don't recognise this one, but I have a feeling I've seen something similar. There's definitely a car that had another really big spoiler that wasn't this one, so maybe that's where they've taken that one from. But generally, there's just not really that much here. And I think actually the stock spoiler looks really good. Or we have this one, just the tuner spoiler, which I think we might just go with for this one. Then we have on the front bumper, we have the stock. We have the center cut grille. Ugh. Okay, then we have the headlight covers. Oh, God, even the parts look awful. Even this, I mean, there's not even like a change in the light thing underneath. It's literally just a cover. There's no like lights that sit inside the holes or anything. Then we have the carbon splitter down the bottom there. We have the headlight covers and the splitter. Then we have the grille cut out with the splitter. And then we have what is called the street build, which has the turbo piped straight into the intercooler, sitting with no cover for shit to fall in, like gravel and grit. Just hanging by the front bumper. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going on with this. I mean, some people do have their turbos sticking out, but that can't be good having it that close to the ground, surely. And then on the rear, we have the options of, well, hopefully we can get rid of these exhausts in a minute. We have the custom diffuser. We have the carbon carbon? Okay, that is carbon. It was just looks slightly grey from that angle. There we go. Then we have the carbon rear section, if you just wanted that whole thing in carbon. And then we have that with the diffuser, which isn't carbon as well. I mean, I don't know why anyone would go for that thing. So our options are basically nothing. So I'm going to go for nothing because they all look terrible. On the skirts, we have the primary lip skirt, just a small bit down the bottom. Sure, fine, whatever. I mean, it would have been nice if we could have at least had a matching carbon one to match the carbon kits, it seems. Then on the exhaust, we have the stock. We have the dual titanium. Then we have the twin chrome. Again, we couldn't have the option of anything slightly less ugly. We had to just go for these stupid things here. Actually, I've got to admit, these sort of exhausts on a MR2, for some reason I can sort of get behind it. But on this Supra right now, it looks dumb. But I think that's just because I hate the rest of the car, so I'm just naturally hating everything on it right now. So I guess seems in the stock just has one of the worst textures of an exhaust. I think we'll just have to go with the chrome just because it at least looks nicer quality. Then on the chassis, we have some cage options. We have the stock, we have the secondary color, we have the chrome cage, then we have the race seat version. And that with the chrome cage, I might as well just go for that. Then on the hood, we have our stock, we have our secondary color, we have our custom hood, which just has that nice little thing going up there, which actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Then we have the scooped hood, then we have the vented hood, the performance hood. See, now that is a callback to what we had in Fast and the Furious 1 with the Supra. So at least they got that in there. They got like a small bit to Fast and the Furious in there. Then we have the carbon hood, and then we just have carbon versions of everything there. I guess we can have the callback to Fast and the Furious. We'll go with that one. I wonder who actually makes the original of that. Then we have for the roof, we have the roof scoop right there. If you want such a thing, then we have the secondary and the carbon. I mean, no, get rid of it. And that's it. That's it. That's all you can do. So you have your Supra with your one light with glass and one without, with your sort of hastily put together things. It really is a disappointment. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think in the comment section below. But to me, I'm just really not happy. They could have done so much more. They could have spent less time focusing on some other cars that we didn't need, like yet another bloody supercar. I guess they're probably just easy to sell to kids that always want the fast cars. But they could have spent more time and made something better. Made something that had 3D lights and brake lights that were actually attached to the boot lid and not the rest of the car. And actually have 2 matching sets of lights with glass and tried to make it look at least somewhat presentable. And also I'm noticing, that's the Dinker badging, is it not? I thought that Toyotas were under a different brand in GTA normally. So even then, this doesn't make sense. Nothing about this car makes sense. Well, we have suspension. I need to stop moaning about this. And we have no extras. We've got the turbo. And that's pretty much it. That's it. No liveries. No, not even a livery with a livery that is similar to the one that you get on Fast and the Furious. Nothing. Real disappointment, this car. So I don't know what else to do, because I actually really hate it. I've not even changed the wheels because I just genuinely do not care about this car at all. I'm going to try try to make it look pretty stance build, because that's really all I think to do right now. But yeah, this car's really annoyed me, and it's sort of making me annoyed that I have to look at it, really, to be honest. Let's just get this build over and done with and get this video finished, shall we? Okay, and here we are with the finished product, and I've got to say actually these arches just do not go well with sort of like trying to have a stance and flushed stanced car at all. It really just does not work. This thing is definitely more suited to something a bit more sort of mean and racy. But again, I hate everything about this car, and so I just don't really care about how it looks, really. But there we are. That is our build done. I've just gone for a nice grey. I think the grey is at least a decent colour for it. Again, I wish we could change so much at the back. I wish we had 3D lights. I wish the lights work. I wish we didn't have the glass missing. I wish I had a better interior. I wish we had more livery options. I wish we had more tuning part options. We've really been sold short with this one. And this thing in GT Online still costs 790,000 in-game dollars. Do you know what? I'd save you money, because actually there's some other cars that are so much better than this that are out in this latest update. So pretend this car doesn't exist. Just judge anyone who thinks it's suitable to buy this car, and we'll just try and move on and pretend it doesn't exist. But there we go. That is it for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by rating, commenting and subscribing. Let me know what your thoughts are about this vehicle. Do you think Rockstar are just sort of taking the piss now, where they're just sort of putting the least amount of effort in as possible to make these cars that they think are going to be popular with people without any sort of thought? Or do you think maybe that Rockstar is setting us up to perhaps have a GT RS version or some other rubbish like that, and they're going to be reselling this in a couple of months' time with a highly tunable version? We'll have to see about that, won't we? But, well, if they do, I've called it here first. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!